Hey there everybody, Kopika here. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain of Memories. In the last episode, we entered the Olympus Coliseum and managed to beat the crap out of our main man, Cloud. Because Cloud was promised something from Hades. And we all know whenever Hades promises anything, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt and kind of pretend that he probably will end up giving you what you want. But in all actuality, we've seen Hercules. We know how this guy rolls. He's not going to promise nothing. Or I should more so say, he's not going to really keep his promise of anything, because Hades is a jerk. Anyways, for this fight here, what we want to do is we kind of want to be able to set up so that we can be able to just blast Hades without any issues. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put an ether here. And then I'm going to kind of have a bunch of these blizzard cards. What we could do, however, is that we can basically set it up so that we will always constantly have blizzard raid. But to be honest, with the way how I'm setting this up, it's probably going to be bad. So, sword, please? Ah, there we go. Well, actually, this will... No, wait. Blizzard's supposed to be first. Then it's Blizzard. Then I'm gonna put two Keyblades here. Okay, so that's Blizzard. That's a Blizzard raid. That's a Blizzard raid. And all these are Blizzard raids. Okay, good. This should help, I think. I don't even know. This is probably gonna be a very, very bad idea. Anyways, I think our first equal card. But, you know, I don't really know. If it is our first equal card, kudos. If it's not our first equal card, well, damn. I don't really know what to say about this. I will have to admit, though, using that is going to be a little bit annoying half of the time because equal card door sucks. But oh no, Cloud is getting his ass beat again. Cloud, you're trying to face against a demigod, boy. Like, I don't know... Like, you have fought gods in your game, but Hercules is on another level. He's not a god. He's a demigod, which is kind of lesser than a god, to be honest. But Hades gives no craps. Hades was just only lying to Cloud about his memories. He was not going to give it back to him because that would not be the Hades way. And you never deal with Hades, the Lord of No Dealer. Because, seriously, the dude is literally deal or no deal at this point. But you know what? That's basically his charm. I mean, he doesn't talk. So, you know. It's weird, too, because Chain of Memories, they do go with the plot of the story. But they kind of go in a way that it's kind of weird. Now that I think about it, I think Blizzard Raid might actually help alongside with a tag bracer. Because if I checked, Blizzard Raid is technically a Keyblade attack and not really a magic attack of all things. Like, you gotta think that it would be a magic attack, but it's actually not. So, let's do this. Hades, round 1. The reason why I say round 1, because I don't know if I'm going to lose this fight. Hopefully I don't lose this fight. Anyways, first things first, what we're going to do, we're going to bust out that leaf bracer. Oh no, so that's a magic card. Never mind. Well, damn. Take this, demon. There we go. Right now, he already has Fire Boost activated because that's just how he rolls. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Pop this, pop this, pop this. And pretty much go on the tirade of bashing him in the face until he dies. Because, to be honest, what's interesting about this is that Hades is actually not that bad of a fight. And he's dead. Wow. Okay, if he was probably the last fight, he probably would have gave us crap. But if you have, like, 4 Blizzard Raid cards, or hell, Blizzaga, or whatever, you can pretty much beat him without any issues, and then you can move on. If you don't manage to destroy his slight cards, he will actually do moves that are from KH1. Kind of, and they're kind of a little bit more dangerous because of the fire boost attack. So yeah, he'll basically use one. See, the thing is, the slight cards are kind of random, so I don't really know what he'll do. He will go in rage, where he will, he will be flamed up. Instead of blue, he'll be red, even though blue fire is hotter than red fire. But you know what? He's stupid. So, he will use his spin around fire attack and spin all over the place until you get hit repeatedly. And he probably will take pot shots out of you. You know what I love about the cards of this game is the fact of how much that they can continuously keep attacking with just one singular card, while when we use our singular card, it does nothing but just one attack. And it's like, yeah, why? Later down the road, we will be utilizing the same exact strategy for another boss that's weak to fire. The reason is because that fight is actually pretty goddamn annoying because of the gimmick. And I don't like that gimmick. And that gimmick actually pretty much sucks. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to that fight. It's going to be a lot of retakes for that one. I can assure you on that. Anyways, later, Cloud. We'll see you in KH2 because that's where you are. We love you, dude. Also, we got the Cloud card. End up combining it with 2 Cloud cards, you get Cross Slash. Combining it with 3 Cloud cards, you get Omni Slash. Omni Slash allows Cloud to basically fly around all over the stage, and just you press the triangle button for a reaction command to be able to go ahead and make him continuously attack. It's a very good move because he's actually a pretty good summon, I will admit. Like, he actually really is a good summon. Alright, so we're gonna resort these cards back to where they're supposed to be because that's just how I do. And that's it. Alright, that's gonna be good. Alright, I'm gonna keep the Ether card for obvious reasons, because I kinda like the Ether card. And we're gonna save over here. Because you never know. Recording curses can happen with a lot of people. But not me. I'm too metal. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with plot because this world was actually pretty short. Well, this section was pretty short, but whatever.
Sora and Forgettable set out to remember about that other Sora.
Just bits and pieces.
Maybe you could try telling us some more stuff about her. Who knows? It might even help you remember other things.
Well, she was quiet and always drawing. When we'd go to the beach, she'd draw a picture instead of swimming. Sometimes she'd draw us too. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next. But one day, she was gone, just like that. I think the grown-ups knew the reason. They might even have tried to explain some of it to me. But I was little. I probably didn't understand what was happening. I remember crying after she was gone. But that's all. I still don't remember her name.
Oh, I bet you'll remember it in no time.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
So we should forget in order to remember?
Like those guys said, our most precious memories lie so deep in our hearts that they're out of reach. All that stuff about finding being losing and losing being finding, I didn't get it at first, but maybe this is what they meant.
Gosh, Sora, I think I'm a little jealous of you. How come me and Donald and Jiminy aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories?
Come on, Goofy. Let's get going. We gotta forget things faster.
I swear, it's like reading the dialogue of this game. Why do I like this series again? It's like, man, all right, whatever. So Sora apparently ends up remembering a girl that was on an island, even though, to be perfectly honest, we never end up getting mentioned. She's never mentioned at all. So that's always fascinating. Yeah, I'm just gonna go upstairs and continue on with the next cutscene.
Just as we intended.
We'll continue with our plan. Let's see how far this group will go.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn. I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break him.
Well, do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb.
Don't forget, Sora is the key. We need him if we're going to take over the organization.
I know that you're in on it too. But keep it under your hood, at least until the time is right.
You would have been wise to have done the same, Larxene.
So, Sora, did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
You gotta try. Hurry up and remember it.
It seems the organization seems to have some sort of plan, but what's Axel planning? I have no clue, because Axel is confusing individual. But you know what? That's part of his charm. He is a good confusing individual. Anyways, now that we are out of here and finding out things are very stupid, I just hate it when something on the tip of your tongue. Yeah, I hate that every single time. If you ask me, you're this close to remembering your friend's name. Ooh, boy, I can't wait to remember whoever that is. Like, alright, so here's the thing. After we complete Monstro, we're actually going to be heading into a boss fight. And obviously the boss that we're going to be facing is the lightning nymph herself. She's not fun, she's quick, she's nimble.
When she needs to be, she can go through the air and climb up trees.
And she can kind of kick the crap out of you if you're not careful. She actually has no elemental weaknesses, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know if she does, because I don't even think there's a Quake spell in this game. Unless you want to count Simba as the Quake. I mean, I don't know, it's really all I got. But, Monstro. Enough of talking about the plot of the game. Let's talk about Monstro here. So, Monstro, unlike in KH1, which was confusing as all hell to actually traverse through, Monstro is not as confusing in here, thank God. So, it's a little bit less stressful. The boss, however, is not so much. He basically has his same... It's kind of a different playing field. Unlike most of the bosses that we fought, they were essentially like, oh, well, actually no, only the Heartless fight seems to be the only ones that are weird in terms of gimmicks. Like, we had Oogie, who had his gimmick. Hades didn't have a gimmick. Hades was straight up fight. Trickmaster was exactly what it was, tricky. I don't like Trickmaster at all. Still the most worst fight in the game, like, bar none. Like, I don't know why they decided to say, hey, let's create a boss that's this difficult and tall and make sense? Why couldn't we just drink the potion and just get bigger and just twat him in the head? Okay, so enemies that we could actually find here. We can find pot spiders again. I also need to actually put in another cure spell, because if I don't, we're actually going to be we're going to be in trouble. We can find search ghosts here, so they are a thing here. So the soldiers are now rampant, which are always lovely. I love these guys. Not really. I kind of don't like these guys because of what the hell they do. They love to kick you in the head. These are actually their original colors, by the way. This is what they look like if you're not playing the Final Mix version of Kingdom Hearts 1. I actually like their design. They look pretty cool. They are still pretty annoying because they still do the whole drop the axe kick is what I call it, because the axe kick is actually their most damaging move. So yeah, I'm actually going to increase my HP a bit, because the thing is with the boss that we're gonna fight, not in this level, but the boss that we're gonna face later on after this level is not gonna be fun for me. Like even I know that it's not gonna be fun. So you guys are probably wondering what are like the broken stuff that you can do to be able to make it so that this game doesn't really be stressful. Well, the thing is that the only way that you can actually make this game any less stressful for yourself, you kind of have to just be lucky. And you kind of have to just get slate cards as you're progressing through the game. Because you want to learn every single time the slate command is there, you want to go ahead and learn it and not just forget about it. Because if you forget about it, it actually will take a bit for it to come back. And you don't want that. Like that, I'm gonna actually be honest with you. You do not want that at all, because you don't want that to happen. So when you see a slate that's just there, get it immediately. Don't just dwindle and dilly-dally and think that, oh, it'll just come back. And it's like, no, it kind of will have like you kind of hate yourself in the end. And we got search ghosts, which I actually think the final few enemies I need to showcase before I go ahead and start cutting fights. I tend to do that a lot, where I just be sure to showcase every single fight before I actually just start cutting away. Because there's no point in me just not showing all the guys, you know? All the doodads, they're all cool, you know? Ah, fat bandits. How I still don't like fighting you guys. But you know what? That's fine. Surge ghosts, they... You want to know what my problem is with trying to actually figure out what any of these enemies actually do? The bosses I kind of do remember, because the bosses are obviously a lot more rememberable. And white rooms. White rooms essentially gives you white mushrooms. White mushrooms gives you a lot of experience. And that's really, well, I think experience and also Moogle points. But they basically do the same thing as typical white Moogles. Well, not white Moogles. Wow, damn, we freaking just obliterated everybody there. Cool. And we got ourselves a premium bonus, which allows us to change one card into a premium card. What's the point of that? Well, as before, if you forgot, premium allows the cost of the card to be lowered, but the thing is that if you use it, it's pretty much gone forever, which is the sucky part about that, is that, you know, you have to remember that using premium cards, do not have a deck full of premium cards, because you're never going to get any of them back, because they can only be used once, which is sad. And also very stupid. And now we also have green Requiems, which I think were enemies that we fought already. Last I checked, I don't really remember. But that kind of ends up meaning that we're not getting our one card back. Sometimes you kind of want to actually make the higher cards lowered for the most part. Not always, though, because that's sometimes kind of pretty bad. We will start gaining other spells that is a little bit better for when we actually end up managing to complete the game, because to be honest, as of right now, we don't really have the good means of obliterating our enemies with one hit. Alright, we actually managed to get the calm bound, which is really good because we kind of need that to really get what we need for the treasure room here. And of course, you end up climbing up to me. Alright, anyways, let's climb up again. Where's actually the door that we're supposed to go to? Because, funny enough, there's only like 2 doors that consist of the boss. Like, the first door is not going to have our boss, but the second door will. The second plot door will actually have our boss, while the third one will also have the ending. And then that's it. Because, like I said, this world is actually not that long. In terms of plot, I should more so say. I only got this, so booyah. I need to be careful in using the green cards, though, because the green cards obviously are a little bit more limited once you end up heading into the deeper floors. Because once you start heading into the deeper floors, they kind of start to get a little bit scarce. Alright, we actually managed to level up. It's time to increase more card points. Aw yeah, card points. Alright, so we need 3, we need 4, boom, boom, and boom. And no, you cannot use a Joker card to get rid of a golden card. That's just stupid. That doesn't make any sense. What the hell is wrong with you? Anyways, this is our only plot significant door. The other 2 doors are bosses. Well, one is the boss and the other one is just gauntlet of enemies that you kind of have to destroy under a certain time limit. Because if you don't, then you can't get out, and then you have to reset the fight. This is kind of the reason as to why I said that you kind of don't want to come here first. Because if you come here first, you're not going to have enough cards to actually beat the boss. The other thing that kind of sucks about this is that for your first time, you're not going to know this. But you're probably, in your mind, as a Kingdom Hearts player, if you are playing this after KH1, you're probably going to say, okay, let me go through the worlds that the game kind of made me go through in KH1 and not go through the worlds out of order. Like, you can do the worlds in any order that you want. But if you want me to recommend for a first timer, go through the worlds that the game put you through. Sometimes you might not put you through. Well, actually no, it actually did put you through them, because you do have to go through all of them anyways. So like Wonderland, Olympus, Agrabah, Halloween Town, and then what is it? What's the other world? Monstro? Was Monstro next? Yeah, Monstro. Yeah, that's it. So that way, because Monstro I find should be a little bit last because it's random, or Halloween Town could be your last one. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. And now we got High Jump. There are growth abilities. Why are there growth abilities in this game? Dude, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why there are growth abilities. High Jump is a very good growth ability, I think. I think it's a good growth ability because it actually allows you to kind of jump a little bit higher. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this door. And we still... God damn it, can you please give me a not 7? Well, you know what? This is fine because I'm actually going to end the episode here because the other thing is a boss and the other one is not a boss, and, you know, it's just gauntlet full of enemies. So, yeah. That is the key rewards. Whoops. Well, you know what? That's okay because we're just going to end it here. So anyways, guys, in the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain Memories, we'll actually be continuing on with Monstro and actually completing it in the next episode. Hopefully, we actually do complete it in the next episode, because if we don't, that's going to be very bad on my part. But no, we will complete it, and then we'll probably end up going through more plot. But anyways, I've been Kopika, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next electrifying episode. See yas!